St Mungo's is one of the largest UK homelessness charities, and we have over 100 projects based in London and the southeast of England, and we use what we call the recovery approach, which is bringing the client to the centre of everything. St Mungo's has over 1,000 staff plus 400 volunteers, and I also have 500 locums, so therefore I have to make sure that they receive the best training.
Okay, so my role in the project was I was a project manager. I also carried out the training needs analysis, which entailed meeting with different stakeholders within the charity to identify what was important in terms of revamping our staff induction. Previous staff induction was 2 days, so what we needed to do was to look at it and see how we could make it shorter but still very effective.
We were thrilled to get the call from St Mungo's because we really enjoy working with not-for-profits, and we love working in the collaborative way that we knew that this project needed. We decided to take a mentoring approach so that we could create the sustainability that they needed and give them the return on investment and allow them to really take ownership of the module at the end. So in practice, this meant that we were very transparent in our process. We didn't just talk about it, we showed them, we trained them in our process and the rapid development process that people use. And we also gave them storyline training. So we trained some of their staff so that they could do updates in the future to the modules. We kicked the project off with a workshop with key stakeholders and managers from across the organisation. And that was to give them a real insight into the capabilities of e-learning.
Each new member of staff at St Mungo's now receives a link to the first module and an invitation to begin their induction journey. This is designed to create an immediately positive experience of the organisation and show their commitment to learning and development. This module explains the induction process so they have a complete understanding of what to expect. Several of the modules also include simple but effective ways to personalise the content, including addressing the learner by name. St Mungo's are completely client-centred, so it was essential that we showed clients throughout. This included a dedicated module introducing real clients and their very personal stories.
I started out rough sleeping about 8 months ago now.
It was also important to St Mungo's that the modules were fun and engaging, but it was also had to be relevant and sensitive to the sometimes difficult subject matter. Building a cost-effective solution was vital, so when creating a dedicated module for gathering feedback, we embedded several free SurveyMonkey forms. This reduced the overhead of managing the feedback that was received.
To make sure that all our staff across St Mungo's knew about SmartStar, we worked with the learning and development team to develop a distribution strategy which involved using all our internal communications channels. So we used our weekly bulletin, our monthly briefings, and our newsletter and intranet.
My experience of using SmartStar has been really beneficial in actually having a computer course that I could go on in my sort of own time. It wouldn't take up my work schedule.
Very easy to use. I like the fact that I can go backwards and see what I've done. It's another way of learning.
As an ex-service user of St Mungo's services, it felt so fluid. I was able to use it at the first instance that it was introduced to me.
It's fun, it's engaging, it gives immediate positive experience.
Going forward, we've had some really good feedback from the staff who've used this induction modules, and I am really pleased, and I think that our partnership with Little Man Projects will go from strength to strength.
This is a complete culture shift. It has opened our eyes to the potential of the use of technology at St Mungo's.